but David Hay and Audley Harrison have been training this week in Ricky Hatton's gym in Manchester. And Mike, you've been getting an update on Ricky, who's continuing along the road to recovery at his gym today.
Yes, his dad Ray was there looking on, as he's been so often during Ricky's career. It's 2 months now since Ricky was filmed by the News of the World taking cocaine, and as a result, as most people know, he admitted himself into the Priory Clinic in Altrincham near here. And since leaving there, he's been committed to getting himself back into some kind of shape. And Dad Ray told me today about Ricky's progress.
Yeah, Ricky's doing very well at the moment. He's in a lot better place than what he was a few months ago. He's getting like his old self now. He's since coming out of hospital, he's training hard. He's training in his own house in the morning, and he's in the gym every night with the boxers. And he's lost over 2 stone, and he's looking and feeling well, you know, and that's a good thing. And you can see little glints of the devilment in him, his old self back, which is lovely for all the family, friends, and anybody who's coming in contact with him at the moment.
And you said there he's lost a couple of stone. He's got a sparkle back in his eye. Do you sense that he might want to box again?
I don't know. That's his decision. We've always said it'll be Richard's decision. He'll decide what he wants to do. He's always been very much his own man. We've always had 100% confidence in decisions that he's made, and it's up to him. It's not a question that I think me or his mum or his brother or anybody in the family can make. That's always and will always be Ricky's decision.
Do you feel that he needs boxing too much to let it go at this stage of his life?
I think what I've seen in the last few weeks with Ricky, he's been coming in the gym, and he's been around, you know, our boxers here at Hatton Promotion. He's been coming in and chatting with Bob Shannon, and you can see that he loves boxing. It's nice to see the spring in his heels and the chatting with the lads, and it's wonderful to see the other boxers, when Ricky said something, how they respond to it. And yeah, it's been nice to see. And obviously, you know, he's been in boxing since he was 10 years of age when he first started as an amateur boxer, and you can't just dismiss something like that. And that's the thing, that's his passion, and that's what he loves. And I think, you know, boxing won't ever lose Ricky Hatton. That's the only thing I could say with any certainty, because he loves it.
Do you get a sense, Mike, that we are going to see Ricky Hatton return to the ring?
I fear so, and it seems to me from what Ray was saying there that he needs some kind of regimental routine to his life, and at the moment it's only boxing can offer that. And it seems to me it's not going to be enough just to go to the gym, just to lose weight, just to stay healthy, just to keep himself out of a pub and out of any other kind of trouble. It seems to me that he's edging closer and closer to the point where he'll ask for his licence back. Remember, he has had his licence removed. We shouldn't forget that.
And there's no guarantee he'd get it back, Mike, to be perfectly honest with you. He may have, if he did apply for it even in 6 months' time, they might make him wait another 6 months' time.
Would that be because of concerns for his health, his well-being, or because of the fact that he was
transgression?
You know,
quite simply because of the transgression.
And let's not forget Tony Oki in 2003, the British light heavyweight champion, was suspended for a year for the same offence. And so, you know, he would quite rightly say, well, if it happens to me, why is there one rule for me and a different one for a very popular world champion?
And Oki would always love a return, because he loves to carry on fighting. Mike, let me just point something out. This is what I think here. A year ago, when we were talking about Ricky coming back, you remember I said, listen, if he comes back and we cover it on 5 Live, I'm not going to be there. Okay, I was convinced about that because I thought he was coming back for all the wrong reasons. Then when he started that training regime in about March, we predicted on this show that his mum and dad were telling me he wasn't going to carry on fighting because the timing was gone, the desire was gone, and we were right about that. Not that we bet and made any money, but we were right about that. We could walk down the street arm in arm knowing that we'd got it right. This is different. In a bizarre way, this is different because he's got a reason to come back now. It's to save himself. The other times he was coming back purely for money and to get rid of something in his head, but I never believed that. I believed it was always money. You and I always believed it was money, and I did then. Now I don't think it is. I think he's kept most of his 30-odd million, 40-odd million. He's invested it, and the investments are coming in well. I think if he fights now, and you know what, I hate to say, I think he might as well. He's doing it for, I hate to say this, the right reasons. He needs to fight, and he's fighting for something other than the money. So I'm not saying that's good, but that's convincing me. We're going to see him again.
But Steve, all he's doing is delaying the onset of another problem.
Of course.
This will just happen again. If he's only coming back because he cannot replace the sport, okay, at 31 he might have a semblance left of what he once had. Maybe he can dip down the order, go down the leagues as a footballer would. Yeah, okay, and there would be still some people who wanted to watch that.
It's not the first fight, Mick, it's the second or third fight. That's the problem.
Eventually he's going to have to face life after boxing, life without boxing. He either faces it now. You know, there is going to come a time when he's going to have to face that problem, and he's only putting that off by coming back now, and that's my great fear. You know, I can't see what's going to change in the next couple of years that's going to get rid of this obsession, this addiction to either adulation or to the sport itself. I can't believe, you know, he wants to come back to the graft and all you need to do over 6 months in the gym. He just wants those glory nights again and all that adulation, and personally, I hope that what happens in the gym is enough to put him off that, but I fear it won't be.
It's not.